can teach your dogs how to discriminate between the contact and the tunnel. That's something they're going to see all the time in terms of a tunnel under the dog walk or the A-frame, and you need to be able, on a verbal, ideally, to help them know which one to take. Now, their contact training isn't done, but they might be able to run through a tunnel. If not, we can shape that real quick, and we can teach them the concept of just because it's a tunnel doesn't mean it's a thing you take by using a crate. So what you'll need to play this game is you'll need a dog that's happy to go through a tunnel and maybe kind of knows the tunnel word, and a dog that's happy to go in their crate and maybe knows what the word crate or something means. You can also use a dog bed or a cot or any place that the dog knows to get on that is not involving going in a tunnel. So here's what it looks like. So here's my not very fancy discrimination setup. I have a crate nice and stable with a door that'll stay open next to a tunnel. I'm gonna hold the puppy between my knees, hello puppy, and I'm gonna start giving the cue for the obstacle name. And I'm watching her head. So when I'm saying tunnel, 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 and she's looking at the crate, I'm not gonna let her go because she's gonna be wrong. I'm gonna try and make sure she looks at the tunnel before I let her go, and when she goes through, throw a reward. And then we repeat it, crate, 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 or whatever your word is, and if she looks at the crate, then I'm gonna let her go. Now, there'll be times, I'm sure, where me and you both let them go and they end up in the wrong spot, so you just give them a little, no, that wasn't it, and you call them back and you try again. If they struggle, you can help them by putting them on one side of you or the other, or you can be closer to the obstacle that you want, with your goal being that you are dead center, the dog is dead center, and all you're doing is sending on a verbal.
I start with a quick warm-up session to refresh the value of the tunnel and also show her that the crate is there. The crate is high value right now, like a contact would be, and the tunnel is newer, so not quite as high in value.
Crate. Yes. Good girl. Ready, set, tunnel, 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 tunnel. Yes. Good girl. Tunnel, tunnel, tunnel. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Crate, 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 crate. Almost. Crate, crate. Nope. You were right the first time. Ready? Crate, crate, crate. Yes. Good girl. Crate, crate, crate. Yes. I'm a little late with your cookie. Come here. Come here. I need your bum bum. I need your bum bum. I need your bum bum bum. Tunnel, 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 tunnel. Tunnel, 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 tunnel. Tunnel, tunnel, tunnel. Ready? Tunnel, 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 tunnel. Yes, good girl. Whee! Good. Tunnel, 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 tunnel. Nope. Come here. It's my fault for letting you go. Tunnel, 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 tunnel. Yay! So the next step of teaching the dog how to understand tunnel contact discriminations is, we've already done a little bit of what can you do in front of the tunnel. We've already done a little bit of you've got to go into a crate or a mat or something in front of the tunnel. Now we're going to put a plank on it. Now if you don't have a travel plank that the dog understands, it can pretty much be anything agility related that they go do. It can be a running dog walk mat. It can be anything you can think of. We've already worked with the wing a little bit, so now we're going to replace it like this. The dog by now should have an understanding of just because there's a tunnel doesn't mean you get to play in the tunnel. And that will help the dogs understand when we want the tunnel versus when we don't want the tunnel. So I start just with the dog either next to me or in a stay, just with the verbal and maybe a tiny bit of motion. I'll also show them my cross arm if I'm going to use that. The cross arm is designed to tell the dog to come in to the one that's closer to me. If I don't give an arm change, it means stay on your line, and there's a different way to get a push out. We'll talk about that separately. But pretty much we're just gonna start with, similarly to what we've already been doing, can you take the obstacle that I'm indicating based on verbal and a little bit of arm action as well here. Here's what that looks like. Yes, good boy. Dog walk, dog walk, dog walk. Dog walk, dog walk, dog walk. Yes. Tunnel, tunnel, viddy, viddy, viddy. Come here. Tunnel, tunnel, tunnel. Yes, good boy. Let's add some speed now. I'm using a wing to get the speed up because I want some speed, but not a whole lot of speed. And I'm using my cues to help the dog differentiate what I want. So when I send the dog around the wing, giving him a soft turn cue on the wing, the obstacle before helps prepare the dog. And then a quick cue of whether I want the tunnel, or if I don't want the tunnel, I need to give a hard turn cue, a wrap cue on this, and then tell him that I want the plank. Now I will use an arm change on this, but I don't want to have to turn my feet at all. I want to be able to keep moving forward. Pretend that's your running dog walk. You cannot hang out and help the dog at the beginning of it. So you'll hear a couple of different cues from me. On this one, you'll hear me saying left, 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 go tunnel, which means turn a soft left and then take what's in front. On a wing, you could say, why isn't it a wrap? Well, he's not coming in very tight here, so it's a little bit of a wide turn. When he comes out of the tunnel, or when I do the plank by itself, I'm giving him his left wrap cue. It's a little quiet noise. And then arm change and a target cue, a get on the board cue. And that helps him understand. If he can do it bit by bit, then I can also put it together in a chain, a little bit of a sequence. Target, target, target. Yes, get it. Hey! Left, go tunnel, go tunnel, go tunnel. Yay! Target, target, target. Yes. Ready? Target, 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 target. Yay! Left, go tunnel, go tunnel, go tunnel. Target, target, target. Yay! Left, go tunnel, go tunnel, go tunnel. Target, target, target. Yay! Left, go tunnel, go tunnel, go tunnel. Doo-doo. Target, 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 target. Break, tunnel. Get out, tunnel. Yay! You can also go the other direction, where you're sending around to the plank, and you can also send around and do an arm change to the tunnel as if you were running on that side. We want to kind of hit both of these. You don't want to have a lot of motion right now because a lot of handler motion can really muddy the water. There's just a massive emphasis on verbals and arm change. Those of you guys that don't use an arm change on this, you're going to need to really emphasize the verbals because you do not want to turn your feet. Trust me when I say that you're going to want to run, you're not going to want to do this. If we just wanted you to turn backwards, we wouldn't have to train this at all. It would be easy peasy. So make sure that you're going slowly so the dog can hear the verbals and so that the dog can absolutely see what you want. Dog walk, dog walk, dog walk, dog walk. Great. Choo, 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 tunnel, 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 tunnel. Yeah. Great, right. Walk it, walk it, walk it. Great, get it. Great. Get out, tunnel, get out. Yes, good boy. Walk it, walk it, walk it, target. Great, get it. Yay. Great. Get out, tunnel, get out. Yes. Great. Walk it, target. Yes. Great. Get out, tunnel, get out, tunnel. Choo, choo, choo. Tunnel, 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 tunnel. Yes.